can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here's the official story. On September 11, 2001, 19 men hijacked 4 commercial airliners and launched a series of coordinated suicide attacks in New York City and Washington, D.C., damaging the Pentagon and ultimately destroying the World Trade Center. As the Twin Towers fell, the nation was paralyzed. Questions proliferated, theories, accusations, and rumors spread as the United States searched for retribution. The population banded together in a rare moment of solidarity, seeking answers to the causes of this tragedy. In 2004, the 9/11 Commission published its final report. Proponents believed the commission did the best they could. Critics believed it left a lot of unanswered questions. For example, what happened to Building 7? Here's where it gets crazy. The 9/11 Commission report doesn't address the collapse of 7 World Trade Center. More than a decade later, this remains one of the most contentious topics of debate. The arguments typically go like this: 7 World Trade Center wasn't struck by a plane, so why and how did it collapse? According to the official conclusions, debris from the Twin Towers damaged the building, causing several fires. The lack of adequate firefighting, due primarily to the sprinklers and lack of water pressure, allowed the fires to spread unchecked until beams near column 79 expanded, moving a girder and weakening floors 8 to 14. Eventually, column 79 buckled and the collapse began. Researchers at FEMA, NIST, and various universities widely agree with this explanation. Others, however, remain unconvinced, pointing out that this would be the only time in history that a steel-framed skyscraper collapsed due to fire. Instead, people like physicist Stephen Jones, engineer Jim Hoffman, and others argue that 7 World Trade Center was destroyed via controlled demolition. Proponents of this theory have written numerous articles analyzing the evidence, drawing various conclusions about how such a demolition could have occurred. They also claim that traces of a powerful explosive called nano-thermite were found in the wreckage. The NIST noted that there was no clear chain of custody for these traces, and they could not be definitively associated with the site. NIST asked how someone could bring enough explosive material into the building without being caught. Controlled demolition advocates often cite the experience of Barry Jennings, an eyewitness who heard several loud explosions as he narrowly escaped Building 7. Skeptics maintain that the explanation behind the collapse has been explained and verified. Those who disagree believe a massive cover-up is afoot. The debate about September 11th continues today and will continue for the foreseeable future. Skeptics believe this is simply because some people refuse to accept explanations they don't care to hear. Many others, however, believe that even today the actual events of September 11th remain the stuff they don't want you to know. Subscribe to our audio podcast to learn more.
Well, Tom, U.S. and foreign sources tell NBC News that only 2 days before 9/11, President Bush was given what amounted to a detailed war plan for an all-out war against al-Qaida network worldwide. It was a formal national security presidential directive, which one U.S. official called the game plan to wipe al-Qaida from the face of the earth.